Hey, what's up? I'm Beth and this is Star Makeup. In today's video, we are going to be doing a first impression on the brand Estate Cosmetics. And not just the brand first impression, but they did a collaboration with Bailey Sarian. So it is going to be a first impression of the brand because I've never tried them before, and of course of Bailey's palette. So this is what the palette looks like. And I also picked up one of their wet matte lipsticks, so we're going to give this a shot too. So if you've ever wondered about the quality of Estate Cosmetics, or you're interested in Bailey's collab with them, stay tuned. Right, so since I've never tried the Estate formula before, I just primed with the foundation stick because this always seems to work for me no matter what formula I put on it. It always seems to be good. So I think I'm gonna stick kinda to like the pink and red going on here. Maybe, I don't know, I'm loving this Venice Fling color, so I'm probably gonna deepen it up with that and then use Ocean Ave in my inner corner. And I'm gonna do things a little different today. I'm actually gonna start with my lightest shade. So I'm gonna start out with this big fluffy brush. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna go into Bonfire. And I'm just going to work that pretty high up in my crease. I was so excited when I saw that they were doing this palette because I actually found Bailey through Robert Welsh during like the height of the quarantine situation, and it was awesome. Like, I binged all of her wow. I binge watched all of her murder mystery makeup Mondays. There we go. So yeah, I think I watched all of them in like a 2-week period maybe, because I do like 2 of the episodes a night. So when I saw that they were doing this palette, I was like, oh man, I have to support Bailey. I did everything that I could to make sure that I had enough money to get this palette. I think I'll go in with my ColourPop E2, and I'm just gonna go, I think I'm gonna go into Toasty. This kind of like deeper pinkish brown. I don't know, I'm really bad at describing shades. So yeah, it was awesome to, be going through the quarantine thing and having something that I really enjoyed watching every day. It was so nice. So I love Bailey. I'm just going back in with Bonfire just to make sure that they're nice and blended together. Okay, and now I want a little more precise of a brush. I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Bretman Rock and go into Rose Tattoo, and I'm gonna keep that focused more on the outer portion of my crease. It was so cute too. The first video that she did with this palette, she was like so happy and so excited to be sharing it that she like started crying. It was so sweet. just gonna go back in with whatever is left over on those previous two brushes. I think I will go in with my Wet n Wild P15, and I am gonna do Venice Fling. So I'm gonna pick some of that up. And then I'm just gonna take that same brush, but I'm gonna go in on the other side into Ocean Ave. Shadows performed beautifully. Alright, so I'm going to recreate this on the other eye, come back, do my base makeup, and then we'll finish up the eye look. Alright, I'm back. So I did the L'Oreal Visible Lift, and I used my e.l.f. cream contour, and then I just used some of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting powder. And in Bailey's video, she actually used some of these shades as like bronzer and blush, so that's what I figured I'd do. So I'm gonna go in to tan lines, and I'm gonna use that as my bronzer. So yeah, definitely if you have a light skin tone, you can totally use this as a bronzer. Sweet. And then I think for the blush, I'm gonna do one tap into Rose Tattoo, one tap into Bonfire. I think I am really going to love this palette. And I mean, these pans are huge, so you're definitely gonna need to find other ways to use them, or you're never gonna get as much use out of them. Oh, let me see. So this is the Wet n Wild Bretman Rock highlighting brush. I'm just gonna pick some of that up. Yeah, that is like my perfect type of highlighter. I love it. Because I like highlighter that has like that kind of pinky undertone to it. Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to use this little Moda flat angled brush and just pick up a little bit of Venice Fling. And I want to keep that like tight against my lash line. Alright, so I tried to keep it close to my lash line, but you know, I got a little carried away. And then I'm going to pick up some Rose Tattoo with one of those little Rimmel palette brushes. Alright, and then I'm going to take the Bretman Rock eyeshadow brush and go into Bonfire. And I'm just going to run that just right underneath everything. Alright, gonna go back to that little Rimmel brush and make sure that it's clean. Okay, I'm gonna go into Ocean Ave and just wrap that around to the lower lash line. Alright, I am going to do liner and mascara, and I will be right back. So this is the finished look. I love the eyeshadow. Like, this Venice Fling, that darker shimmer on the outer corner. Man, I thought Ocean Ave was going to be my fave, but there's just something about that shade. I don't know. It's just so pretty. And these look, they look wet on your eye, and that's exactly what I want my shimmers to look like. So let's see, I threw one of the NYX Epic Wear liners. These are one of the new ones. This is Fierce Purple. It didn't go on really well. Like, you can't just put it on just like this. I actually had to hold my eye out because if your waterline is wet at all, it just wouldn't adhere to it. And then I used the Maybelline Snapscara in Black Cherry because I thought it might look cool with this, but you can't really tell any difference in the color. And this is the Estate lipstick. They're called Wet Matte, and this is in the shade Treat. And I really, really wish that I could have picked up the one of the highlighters. They have this blue highlighter that is so pretty. And they look like they look wet on the skin too. And then they also have some really, really super shiny glosses too. But this was the only thing that I was able to do because I was hoping that this would be like a nice warm tone nude for me, and I like it. I think it'll look good with other warm tone looks. It's cool for me. Alright, so yeah, my first impression with Estate as a company. The checkout was awesome, even though it was a pretty big launch. I mean, it's Bailey Sarian. I had no problems checking out. Everything went smoothly. I got the email that it was shipping to me 2 days later. Not bad. It got here 5 days after I got that email, and they are located in Canada. So this came from Canada to the US, and it only took 5 days. So I was quite impressed with that. These shadows just blended together seamlessly. I mean, I didn't have to work at all to get them to blend together. The lipstick, it's completely dried down. It definitely is matte. I mean, you can see that. It's super matte. Very comfortable though. Like, I don't really even feel like I've got anything on my lips. So that's cool. This is amazing. I think it's great quality. Estate does have one other eyeshadow palette. It's called like Monkey Business, I think. And I would actually really like to try that one. It's got like blues and yellows and greens in it. I think it looks really cool. So yeah, definitely would love to try more of their stuff in the future. This was awesome. I think it's going to become a favorite of mine. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you like this. Subscribe if you would like to see more content like this. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. The details will be in the description box down below, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.